Hey, good morning everyone. Today is day 52. We are at the Washington Monument. So not the Washington Monument in Washington DC, but the actual Washington Monument that was actually the first monument that was dedicated to George Washington. So it was built back and celebrated, I think, July 4th, 1827. So pretty cool. And here it is. So let's go up and take a look. So I stayed at I think it's called Dahlgren Campground last night, and it was totally awesome. It's a free campground. It has showers, electrical outlets. The whole place is grass with picnic tables. It's got a place to hang your bear bags, and you can order pizza. It was amazing. So had a great night. All right, so check out this view. It's a little 360 here. All right, so get out of the sun so you can see this. So here's a few things that you can see from here. West Virginia is just straight in front of us. Boonesboro, which we'll be walking through, is just to the north. Let's see what else we got over here. Pennsylvania is due north. I'm sure you definitely can see it because part of that's Pennsylvania. We're only about 20 miles from Pennsylvania right now, so pretty sweet. All right, so yesterday overall was a great day. I got in 26 or so miles, maybe 27, and I still spent close to 5 hours between Harper's Ferry and just chilling in the river. So so far I'm loving the lowlands. I mean, yesterday it was a little rocky, but I definitely feel I can do 30s through this part if it's like it was yesterday. So there were a couple climbs, but nothing like we've been doing. So yeah. Oh, this is kind of cool. All the rocks. Maybe that's what Pennsylvania is going to look like in the northern part. All right, well, I plan. I was looking at the maps last night. I'm probably gonna get at least 30 something in a day. I'm probably gonna hike till 6 o'clock, 6:30, and see where I end up. I'll be in Pennsylvania, so I can stay wherever I want. In Maryland, you can only stay at places that are designated as campsites, which is in AWOL's guide. So I won't have to worry about that. But I would still like to get to. Now I can't think of the name of the town. Duncannon, Pennsylvania, by Wednesday night to stay at Doyle Hostel, but I don't know if the mileage will work out or not. We'll see. All right, guys. Well, we have a fun day ahead. Really looking forward to this. I mean, look at what we. I don't even know if you can see. I can hardly even see. But that's what we have. Not mountains like we've been climbing. So. Yeah, it's going to be kind of nice to, slow down a little bit, not have to climb so many, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 feet like we were doing a lot of time in parts of Virginia in the first section. So, all right, guys, I'll see you later. Hey, guys, we are crossing over I-70. I live maybe a quarter mile off I-70, many miles that way, so kind of cool. Woo. Hey guys, so I want to show you what I've been having to do. So this is, we're still in Maryland here, and it's been like this for the last couple miles. where it's been this rocky. This is definitely more rockier than it was in the first part of Maryland, but a lot of rock scrambling right now. And we're not even in PA yet, so so much fun. So yeah, this is what you get to look forward to if you're north or southbounding getting into Maryland, especially if you're doing the 40-state challenge. So, but I would say that the earlier rocks were comparable to stuff that we saw in Virginia, but yeah, this is the rockier area than we've seen. So some of it's loose rock, but definitely slows you down. All right, well, I am gonna keep on hiking. I'm gonna go to Smithsburg to resupply and eat lunch, and should get there just after 1. Spend a couple hours there between resupplying and lunch and shuttling there and back. And I plan to get about another 30 miles in on the day. 30, another 15 to make about 31, which isn't too bad for taking a couple hours to resupply. So we'll see what happens, but right now it's not even noon yet. Got about 12 or 13 miles in so far. I did do a couple blue blazes. Washington Monument wasn't really much of a blue blaze at all, but I did spend 15 or 20 minutes there. And then I went down to the Annapolis Rocks, and I spent at least 10 minutes talking to the caretaker there. So, all right, well, I'll get back to it, and I'll catch you guys a little later. Hey guys, we're getting very close to the Mason-Dixon line, and we just hit probably the biggest set of rocks that we've gone through. So it's been like this for a few hundred yards here, and yeah, it's pretty tough. Like, there's really no trail, it's just rocks. So yeah, they weren't lying. So I stopped in a town that was about 1.5 miles, maybe 1.7 miles off of the AT to resupply, and I had lunch. The name of the town now is going to I can't even remember. It's so bad sometimes. Smithsburg. So I went to Smithsburg, and took me a little while to get a shuttle to there. I walked maybe a half a mile before someone picked me up, but I did resupply. There's a food line there. Food lines are pretty much the best you'll get out here, besides like a Walmart. Sometimes they're better than Walmart. The Gatorade, that powder that I always buy, I don't think I've gone to a food line that hasn't had it yet. So I always will stop there if I can. And there was a Chinese buffet I wanted to go to, and the only day that they're closed was today, Mondays. So that kind of sucked, but I got a burger and tater tots and ice cream and stuff at the gas station that had a restaurant, so it all worked out. I was off the trail for almost 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I really did not feel like getting back on the trail after I ate lunch, so I've been kind of dragging the first few miles here. There was a pretty decent climb when you are about 3 miles past Smithsburg, whatever road it is that you would take to go to Smithsburg. But you ascend about 700 feet, and the first 500 are pretty tough. So probably the toughest in Maryland. But I'm still trying to get about 30 miles in today. I'm probably gonna have to hike into the dark to do that. But I really want to hit the halfway point tomorrow and hit the half-gallon challenge. So in order for me to get there before they close, I gotta be no more than 30 miles out. So we'll see what happens, but I will be rejuvenated probably when I get in Pennsylvania, knowing I just got through another state. So anyway, more fun up ahead here. As you can see, a little bit better than what it was back there. All right, guys, Bigfoot out. Hey everyone, so we just crossed the Mason-Dixon line about 4 miles ago. So I am officially done with the Confederacy. We are in the north. Pretty sweet. So in Pennsylvania, I'm staying at the first shelter after the Mason-Dixon line, and it is getting dark. It's about 8:25. I'll get there in about 5 minutes. For the day, got in 28 miles. You know, I need to average 33 every day to get up to Hanover by 4th of July, but with the almost 3 hours I spent trying to get into town, Smithsburg, resupply and eating and getting back, I'll take 28 miles. Now I'm set up for the next 4 or 5 days, and I'll be good. So tomorrow we're gonna hit the halfway point, the official halfway point, and I want to get to the half-gallon challenge before they close. I don't know when they close. I have to look at my map, the AWOL guide, I mean, and depending on the time of day, I might just stay at the campground that's got the lake right next to it and take an evening dip. So we'll see. But it will be pretty sweet to hit the halfway mark and to start having less miles left than what I've hiked. So, but anyway, feeling good. 6 states off the list, 8 more to go. Pennsylvania, I think, is over 200 miles, so I'll be here for a little while. All right, guys, well, have a good night, and see you at the halfway point tomorrow. This is Bigfoot signing off. Hey, good morning, everyone. Today is day 53, the day that I'll hit the official halfway mark of the AT. So I got up a little late because I was really lazy, because I got to bed late. I really need to try to get into camp by 7 o'clock. It's hard for me to eat and set up camp and get settled down to go to bed less than 2 hours from when I get into camp. So anyway, puts me in a little bit of a predicament. I wanted to do the half-gallon challenge today, which is mile marker 1101.7, and from where I stayed last night, basically 33 miles. I left at 8 this morning, and they close at 7. So I basically got to average 3 miles an hour non-stop. So I am about 8 miles in, making good time so far, but we had one big climb today. Went up about 1,200 feet. Now I'm going downhill for quite a while, so I think I'll be able to make up some time right now. The terrain has been pretty nice so far. So this is what the path of the trails looked like pretty much since we got into Pennsylvania. So it's been a lot better than northern part of Maryland, but I know that's going to change once, I think once you get into Duncannon, which is about 50 miles past the halfway point. So anyway, it's another beautiful day. The next 3 days, though, it's supposed to rain or thunderstorm, so had a really good stretch. All right, guys, well, I will update you when I have time or when it's necessary. But until then, we got just under 20 miles to the halfway point. Woo. Hey everyone, so it is the afternoon here, day 53, and I got to Caledonia State Park, and there is a awesome pool. That they have there at the park. It's $5, has showers in it, and there's a snack bar. And I've been waiting for a day to sit by the poolside and just relax. So I couldn't pass it up, and I spent about 2.5 hours there, maybe 3 hours. Yeah, it was probably about 3. So it was really nice. The water though was like ice cold, almost to the point where I wish it was about 5 degrees warmer. So I couldn't actually stay in the pool water for very long, but it was great though. I used my my air mattress as kind of like a place to lie in the grass. It actually worked out really good. I didn't blow it up, but it just worked out good. It wasn't a big deal that it got wet. So I'm not going to be able to make it to Pine Grove Furnace today. I made the decision because although I was on track of getting to the general store for the half-gallon challenge before they close at 7, it was really tight. Like, I would have made it within 15 minutes, and that was if I kept up my pace, my morning pace, which was like about 3.1 miles an hour, and I just didn't want to do that. So my new plans today are to hike. I'm gonna hit the halfway point. I am 8 miles from there, I think, and I plan on staying at a campsite that's just after there. It doesn't have any water, so I'm gonna have to make sure I have enough water, and I'll wake up tomorrow morning, get on the trail early enough where I'll walk into Pine Grove as the general store opens at 8 a.m. and I'll do my half-gallon challenge then. So I guess I'll have ice cream for breakfast tomorrow. There's also the AT Museum there, so I will check that out. And there's a nice beach about a half a mile down from there. So if it's nice out, I might have to spend another couple hours at the beach, because we just haven't had those luxuries yet here on the trail. At least not when it's been warm. We passed, I think, one beach, which was Watauga Lake, but it was just too cold at the time. So, but anyway, so that's kind of what the update is for me. But I feel refreshed, and I pretty much have relatively flat terrain until I hit the midway point. I just, coming out of Caledonia, you climb up about 1,100 feet on 2 different ridges, and I just got done with those. So, yeah, well, I'm not sure what there is to see until the midway point, but you'll definitely see me at the midway point. It is 4:30. I hope I can make it there somewhere around 7:30. All right, guys, Bigfoot out. Hey, everyone. So I have something incredible to show you. Check this out. Halfway point, officially, on the AT. Can you believe it? Halfway. All right, watch this. So I am literally, right now, past the halfway point. I have hiked more miles on the AT than there is left to hike to Maine. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! All right, so here's to the next 1,094.55 miles to Katahdin. Hey guys, so we're in Pine Furnace here. The general store is just back that way, and I attempted the half-gallon challenge. I chose strawberry cheesecake, and it was the worst option. There's so many chunks of cheesecake. So I ate the first tub, and apparently that's not a half gallon. Didn't realize, so you have to do like another like 4 scoops, and I ate like a few bites of the scoops and I gave it away. One of the 3 people that was with us did it under 30 minutes. I finished the first tub in like 25, but yeah, and this guy decides to pull up right when we're eating it. The last frickin' thing we want to see is more ice cream. So I feel like shit right now, but we're at the AT Museum right now. Check this place out, and then there's free hot showers down at the campground. Sorry, excuse me. So anyway, I'm gonna get a hot shower because all of us were freezing our asses off. If you're gonna do the half-gallon challenge, make sure you put your down jacket on beforehand. And hopefully I feel good enough to hike some miles. So, all right, guys, see you later. Hey, everyone, so we're just heading out of Pine Grove Furnace. I went in the hot showers, and they're all right. It's the ones where you have to push a button and it lasts for like 3 seconds. So I think I'd rather pay $1 for a shower and not have to do that. But it was nice having a nice free hot shower. It wasn't really hot, but it was hot enough. The beach here, Fuller Beach, looks really nice. There are a lot of families there already. It's gloomy out right now. It's been drizzling the last couple hours. So on a nice day, I mean, it would be hard to pass up that beach. All sand, great swimming area. So probably be a great place to take a Nero or even a Zero. This is a state park. I think the camping are somewhere around 26 bucks. But the beach and the shower house and the bathrooms are all free. So there are, I think, a few stealth campgrounds or campsites just after the Pine Furnace that you could stay at, spend the whole day here, and then just hike out after dinner or whatever, right before dinner. But yeah, the museum was really cool. It has a display of all of the earlier pioneers of the trail, like Earl Schaefer, which was the first person that successfully thru-hiked the AT, and yeah, it was just really cool. A lot of artifacts from what they used to use to hike the trail, and it's just amazing how much it's changed and how much of an advantage that we have nowadays with the technology and the materials. So, but getting back on the trail, it's close to 11 o'clock. I'm going to make a decision in a little bit where or what I'm going to end up doing. I don't know if I'm looking for the trail right now. I want to make sure I don't pass it, but I don't know if I'm going to stay in Boiling Springs or if I'm going to keep on heading past Boiling Springs. Boiling Springs is only 21 miles, actually no, maybe 19 miles from Pine Furnace, and it passes right through. After Boiling Springs, it's really flat. Actually, about 3 miles before Boiling Springs, it's really flat for just so long, maybe 15, 16 miles. So it'll be easy miles, and you're really exposed. So with it being kind of cloudy and gloomy, it would be a good time to do this. So we will see. I'm not sure. I'll just kind of play it by ear and see what happens. I have a package coming to me, Wind Gap something, Pennsylvania. It's at mile marker 1277. It's just about 25 miles or so before the end of Pennsylvania. So I got a new pair of shoes coming and a few other things. I wanted to be there by Sunday, but it might be tough. I'll have to do 34-mile days or something to get there. So that might be a deciding factor of breaking up the next 5 days and staying in Boiling Springs. But like I said, we'll see. All right, guys, I'm going uphill, so I'm gonna check out here so I can use both my trekking poles. Hey, what's up, everyone? So It's the evening here on day 54. I am just a few miles from Boiling Springs. So my plan today was to try and squeeze 30 in. I knew I'd be spending some time in Pine Grove Furnace. And one thing that I just didn't really look at was the 14 miles after Boiling Springs. There is little opportunities to get water and little opportunities to camp. And by the time I make it to Boiling Springs, it's going to be close to 6 p.m. So I can either stay in Boiling Springs, which would probably make the most sense because I could charge everything up that I need for my push to Wind Gap, or I could hike until I find some sort of camping, which could be as much as 14 miles, which would mean I would have to camp through probably at least 10 p.m. And I don't think I want to do that. My original plan was to get to Duncannon by tonight, but with stopping at the pool and deciding to resupply and spending the 5 hours in Harper's Ferry and doing the ice cream challenge day, all that stuff, it ate up many hours of mine. So and I'm glad I did it. So I wanted to be at Wind Gap, which is about 20 or so miles from the border of Pennsylvania, by Sunday night. The only way I'd be able to do that is if I put together some 40-mile days, and that's not going to happen. So I can get there by Monday if I just average 30s the next 4 or 5 days. 5 days, which I think is totally doable, especially with the flat stretch coming leading into Duncannon. I know I'm going to start hitting rocks, but from a lot of the folks that have done this trail before, that have what I think are some credibility based on what other people have told me, they said that it's really just the last 25 miles of Pennsylvania that's really tough, and then getting into New Jersey with the rocks as well. So I hope they're right, because whoa, yep, I almost tripped there. I gotta pay attention. So anyway, I'm gonna get off the phone here so I don't trip and fall on my face. But I heard Boiling Springs is a beautiful little town. They have some free camping right as you enter the town. I will probably stay at the hostel just so that I can charge my electronics, because I don't think I'll be able to make them stretch all the way to Wind Gap. So it probably makes the most sense to stay at Boiling Springs, and then I can actually get to bed early and try to get up early tomorrow. I think this is the longest stretch I've been out on the Appalachian Trail where I haven't stopped to stay at a hostel or a hotel or whatever. The last time we stayed somewhere was in Front Royal, which was last Thursday, so it's been almost a week. So not bad, but all right, guys. Well, I'll for sure see you in Boiling Springs, and we'll probably be staying the night. Okay, so we are just a couple miles from Boiling Springs, and we came to this farmland right here that we actually walked through for about a mile, and I believe that we'll be crossing through quite a few farms here in the next 16 miles through this really flat stretch. At least that's what I remember seeing in some other people's videos, but I'm not 100% positive. But kind of cool. It's gonna be a nice break, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna look forward to the flattest part of the trail so far. And yeah, I decided I am gonna stay in Boiling Springs tonight and just relax and have a nice night. You know, I'll get there. I don't have to really resupply. I don't have to do laundry, but maybe I'll just do my hiking clothes here. So it's not a lot of chores, but it'll be kind of nice. Alright guys, well, I'll see you in Boiling Springs. Hey guys, so we are in Boiling Springs here, and this is actually a furnace that they used when they started making iron that replaced the charcoal method. So it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go and see if I can try to stay at one of the hostels, but you go through a farm field for about a whole mile before hitting here. There's a free campground right when you get into Boiling Springs, but yeah, I think I want to stay in town, so, but it looks pretty nice so far. Across a couple of rivers, and I probably passed like 5 people that said this town is just gorgeous, so why wouldn't I want to stay in town? Alright, well, let's follow the white blazes and we'll see where they take us. I think I got maybe another 3/10 of a mile to get into the main part of town here. So, hi. This is pretty cool. We get to walk around a little pond. I would love to go on a boat right now. Sounds great. This is pretty. Well, welcome to Boiling Springs, everyone. Alright, well, I'll check you guys a little bit later once I kind of find out where I'm going. This is pretty cool. I think. Am I too close? Alright, so we are at the Appalachian Trail, because you can see Mid-Atlantic, the regional office. And you probably can't see everything. So, right there. Post office is right on the trail here, which is kind of nice if you want to pick up a package. The hostel is up this way, 0.4 miles, so try calling them, and I got the answering machine, so I hope that there's space. So if there's not, then I'm going to have to figure something else out, or I'll have to stay at the campground. I don't want to do that. So, alright, well, here's up. Alright, so we're at the Allenberry Resort and Playhouse, your 0-day oasis in Boiling Springs. And yeah, it's being sold. So, no mas. I walked all the way here for nothing. Apparently you can still get in if you make reservations, and they close at 3 p.m. so it's after 5, so I got screwed. So the other place that you can stay, I tried calling and the phone number is no longer in service, so I don't know what's going on here in Boiling Springs, so I might just have to stay at the campsite tonight. So I'm gonna go get something to eat, get refreshed, and then we'll see what happens. Alright, well, now to walk back another half a mile that I should never walked in the first place. Hey, good evening everyone. So want to give you an update of what happened. So Boiling Springs, I decided to pass on. The one place was obviously not happening with it going up for auction, and I had no reservation, I couldn't stay there. And the other place, the phone number wasn't working, so I looked up in AWOL's guide, and there's actually a town, Carlisle, that is up 8 miles from Boiling Springs, and it has all kinds of hotels. So it's only 8 miles. So went down to one of the gas stations, got a couple of Gatorades and a small snack, and hit back on the road. I am a mile from Carlisle now. It is about 8:30 p.m. This stretch of the trail is literally the easiest, by far the easiest part of the trail that we've done so far. It's like this for 14 miles. Basically, we're just going through, grazing through like farmlands, like you see here, or in between farmlands in the woods. But yeah, it's been so easy. There's been no water on it. So I don't think AWOL's guide has the warning, but Gut Hooks does. Make sure that you are supplied with water before you leave Boiling Springs. But there's also very little places. I can't even think of any places to pitch a tent, because any of the flat spaces have just been farmlands, and you can't, you know, throw your tent in someone's crops. So anyway, staying at the Super 8. This actually worked out way better for me. I was able to get still 30 miles in now with my hike to Carlisle, and I am saving more money than I would have if I would have stayed in Boiling Springs. So all good. So yeah, I think that's all my updates for the night. So anyway, day 54. I'm going to end at mile marker 1,129. In a couple days, we will be less than 1,000 miles to Katahdin, and that's just insane. Doesn't seem so far anymore. All right, guys, this is Bigfoot signing off, day 54.